5 places and why they hate nursing. Now, of course, none of these places actually hate nurses. No one really hates nurses. Everybody needs nurses. No one hates them. This is just 5 statistic anomalies that deal with nursing and bad things about it. Let's go ahead and kick things off with compact states. There are currently 37 compact states. Basically, what that means is here in North Carolina, I am in a compact state, and if I decide to go all the way to Colorado, which is also a compact state, my license will carry over. As long as all of my paperwork is in order, I could simply just pick up and move from here to Colorado and begin working as a nurse as soon as all my stuff gets there. 13 states are not in the compact. For whatever reason, they're like, you know what? I just don't want to join the compact. It's uncool. They are, in no particular order, Washington, Oregon, Nevada, Minnesota, New York State, Connecticut, Alaska, and Hawaii. Of course, those of you who are counting say, hey, Chris, there's only 8 states. You are correct, because 5 of them are pending at this moment in time. That is California, Illinois, Michigan, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. Yeah, so some guys are, some states are out there like, hey, you know what? I think it's about time we join old compact. Those states, for whatever reason, just do not love the compact. Not sure why. It is what it is. California coming back on this list again because they hate LPNs. They hate them so much that they call them LVNs. I don't think that they actually hate LPNs, but for whatever reason, California and Texas don't have LPNs. They just don't even have them. They have something no one else has. LVNs. I don't know why. They just don't like practical. They like the word vocational more out there in California and Texas. Not exactly sure why. And Texas is a compact state. California is pending to be a compact state. So not exactly sure how their licensures work coming from either one of those states as licensed vocational nurses. Yeah, not exactly sure why. Coming in on 3rd on this list is Alaska. Back into it again. No compact. And then they have the least amount of nurses in the entire state. 6,240 nurses as of last count when that list was created. That means that Alaska, yes, is not very well populated. It is a humongous state, and it doesn't have a lot of population in that humongous state. A lot of it is just wilderness. True story, yes. However, if you got less nurses, you're going to have a harder time taking vacation time because can't nobody come up there and relieve you or nothing. Yeah, kind of a bummer. Also, it is really strange for me, myself, to think about someone having 6,200 nurses, like in the entire state. Like I said before, it is not very well populated. However, I did previously work for a huge hospital system that probably had that many nurses in the hospital system. And we were just one of 2 or 3 in the state. Whew. Yeah, so 6,200 is, yeah, not a lot of nurses. Next on the list is Mississippi. Mississippi. Why is Mississippi on this list? Although West Virginia is the lowest paying state for nurses, true story, Mississippi is the lowest pay to cost of living ratio on this list. The cost of living is apparently higher in Mississippi than it is in West Virginia, even though a nurse in West Virginia is going to make less than in Mississippi. Mississippi nurses have a harder time due to the pay and cost of living. Somebody's got to be last place. Apparently it's going to be Mississippi on this one. Not really a bad thing. I don't think Mississippi is a very expensive state to live in. It's just more than West Virginia. And West Virginia, being the lowest paid, still comes in higher than Mississippi as far as cost of living goes. They're probably really close. But like I said, somebody has to be last. And unfortunately for Mississippi, in this case, it is Mississippi. Lastly on this list is Rhode Island. Rhode Island has the least amount of schools for nursing in the entire state at 8. 8 schools. That's all that they have. With a population of over 1 million people, that comes to 132,000 people per nursing school. So there is one nursing school for every 132,000 people. That ratio is the biggest or the worst in the United States, as they have the least amount of schools per capita. Not the least amount of schools. I'll correct that because Alaska has less. But again, Alaska has less people. Rhode Island has 8 schools with 1 to 132,000 population. They have the worst school to population ratio in the United States of America. Sort of a weird thing to kind of think about. Rhode Island made this list a couple times. California made it a couple times. Alaska just can't seem to stay out of it. Of course, maybe they're upset that they're not connected to us. Not exactly sure what's going on up there in Alaska. It is what it is. If you like this list, let me know. You got some more that you want to find out. I really don't mind taking a look at it. Like this video, check this one out over here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe over there. Leave me a comment. You like this list? You want another list? We could try it. Thank you so much. Hope it helps.